Hi guys, today I'm going to talk about time. What is time actually? The reason for this topic is I was listening to the talk of Sadhguru with one of the great neuroscientists in US. Um, so they were talking about the time, the definition of time. So listening to that, they were talking about their concepts, but this took me away and taken me to my thoughts. And then I started thinking, actually, what is time? Everything, for everything I need my own definition and my own experience, because I need whatever ideas or concepts, it should be applicable to my life. So practically, is there any practical application for that? So yes, it is. The time is very important in everyone's life. So when I think about time, you know my then finally I reached a conclusion with a definition of my definition of time. So I would like to share how what is my definition of time and how I reached that definition. So my thought was this, you know. Uh, so the so-called expert scientist calculated, and they started calculating time from that point. I don't know exactly what is the basis of their calculation, but now we reached 21st century based on their calculation. So like it's AD and BC, and they decided and they divided the time, and based on some aspects of their belief system, or whatever standards existing that time. So they made a calculation, and people were following that, and still we are following it. So actually, is that the right thing to do? uh, so when I dig into deep depth of this concept of time, um, what is time? um, See, when the scientists, or these people, when they calculated the time, and when it started, the time started, and they came up with a calendar. So my question is, before that there wasn't any time? There was time. um, when the universe, so even there was no life, or there was no earth, or before the scientists say that it started with big bang. So before that, what was there before that? So then there was no time. So then what is time? So time is a measure of change. So if there is no change, there is no time. So what is my time then? So I believe my time is when I am born, and from there, uh, I born as a single celled zygote, and from there the cell started divided, and then I started growing, and from the single cell, now uh, I am like 60 kg or 65 kg, or my weight. I reached that weight, so I am that now. So for me, the my my age, so how long I lived. So there is a growth, and then in 30s the growth completes, and then it going reverse. From there, the maintenance, and after that it start deteriorate, and then finally the body perish. So this is the life, my time. It's my time. So is it actually, so the body functions defines my time? I believe this cell division and how my body changes, that is my time. And I notice one thing, my time and my friend's time is different, because how my body changes along the time is different to how my friend's body changes. So my time is different and her time is different. So do we really follow one greedy businessman who completely focused on the profit, and he need his employees work from morning till evening this time, and he need that effective production, and so that his profit will be increased? So our time is decided by that businessman, the company you are working for. So are you aware of your time, and are you using your quality time, or you're messing up with your time? So my question is, do we live for us and experience that quality time of us, or do we need to fit in with the system of society that some business people and some authorized people with control who decides the system, and we should fit into that, the time schedule? So they are deciding our time. So actually trying to fit into that system, the pressure which is giving, and we are not that. Our time, my time is different, and your time is different, and my friend's time is different. Each person's time is different. When we put a standard to, okay, by the age of 30 you will be like this, no, each person is different. By the age of 30, the transition, the change will be different for each of the human being. So I don't think it can be generalized. I think at this point we have to change our way of thinking. We should embrace that change. We are stupidly following this system. Someone started in a primitive concept of business idea, and then the work schedule from morning till evening, and then it's we have to break that cycle actually. And it's your time, and it's your quality time, and you should aware that it's your time. It's do you really value your time? Do you think the time you are giving for the job, or is it worth? So that pressure is too much actually. um, and I don't think we should fit into that time cycle. Rather, we should look into each one's time cycle. That gives me liberation. Hope something thought provoking. Um, you can think of it. Hope you enjoy the session. Uh, Catch you next week.